Hey Caser, welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. It has been 3 weeks since the last chapter. We finally have something new. Now I have to try to figure out and remember what the heck I was doing before. Corey's in the hospital wing and I'm trying to remember why she was. I think she was attacked by something. Was it a pixie or something? I can't remember. She was attacked by something and she's in the hospital wing. So we're gonna go there, and I'm sure everything else will unfold as we progress, and I'll remember. So let's go to the hospital wing and see if she's okay. Corey, how are you feeling? I was worried about that doxie that bit you. No need to be worried, Casey. I'm already on the mend thanks to Madame Pomfrey. I should be getting back to our special project soon. Not so fast, Miss Hayden. You need to rest. Madame Pomfrey's right, Corey. You should be resting. Our investigation can wait until you're ready to be released.
Yeah.
But if I catch you out of bed, you have worse things to worry about than a doxie bite. There are enough students suffering from doxie bites as it is. I don't need to worry about you being up and about. Wait, Madame Pomfrey. Are all these students suffering from doxie bites? That's correct, Mr. Casey. There are so many, in fact, that I've had to enlist some help. Wow, seems like everybody's helping.
Huh.
How does Victor manage to look so cool doing anything? He's so charismatic. And he just carried in a student earlier like it was no big deal. The strength he has is mad. Are you still on about that, Corey? He's a student just like us. Speaking of which, with there being so many students here that you need help, does that mean that there's a doxie infestation, Madame Pomfrey? That very well could be, though we're not certain yet.
Oh.
If you're going to keep asking questions, Mr. Casey, then you can, at the very least, help out. Of course, Madame Pomfrey, I'll get started right away helping students. I'm a good person, I might as well. According to Madame Pomfrey, students have only recently been getting bit by doxies. And the attacks are happening all over Hogwarts, not even localized to a specific place. Tell me about it. I got bitten while I was looking through my collection of fabric. I'll never look at a hand's tooth the same way again. That settles it. I have to get to the bottom of the doxie mystery. I'll help too. You heard Madame Pomfrey, Corey. You need to rest. Besides, it's just some doxies. What's the worst that could happen? We've dealt with far worse, you know. Doxies are a nice break from chasing down dark wizard cabals. I suppose, but... You don't think it's a bit suspicious that Hogwarts has a doxie infestation?
Huh.
What if ours set loose an army of doxies to distract you? I don't think it is. You could be right. It seems like a pretty tame thing to do. No, I don't think this is a work of art, Corey. It's probably just a regular doxie infestation. I don't know about that, Casey. I wouldn't discredit the idea so quickly. One time, Cornbush and Persimmons were distracted by vampire moths, released by the evil Dr. Goosander. If it'll make you feel better, then I'll keep an eye out, but I really don't think this has anything to do with R. And if you find out anything, you should report back to me. I know Madame Pomfrey told me to rest, but what about Marilla? We'd still have to talk about if it is possible we could use her as a double agent against R. We should talk about our approach right away. We need to make sure we can say the right things to her. I appreciate your tenacity, Corey, but dealing with Marilla will have to wait until this infestation is over. It is more important that no one else gets bitten. I can't worry about Marilla while my friends are in danger. Now, if I want to get to the bottom of this doxie mystery, I want to talk to a creature expert. It is time to see Professor Kettleburn. I like how she just kind of said everything with everybody around. Marilla being a double agent, etc. Everybody was there. In the hospital wing. Mr. Casey, I don't suppose you're also here about the doxie infestation? I am, though it looks like Chiara got here before me. I was with Andre when he was bitten. I thought he would investigate the attacks and put an end to them. I'm an aspiring healer, and I hate to see people suffer. Maybe we could team up? 2 heads are better than 1. 3 is even better when you consider the rune spore. Let's team up, Cheer. Professor Kettleburn is right. Brilliant. Then we'll take on this pestilence together. First things first. What can you tell us about the Doxies, Professor? I can tell you anything and everything. As you two help me finish feeding these fire crabs. So, it sounds like if this is really a Doxie infestation, we'll need more than just a knockback Jinx to help. Technically, you could defeat every single Doxie with the knockback Jinx. It would just take a ridiculous amount of time. But then, what do we do, Professor? Oh yeah, have you seen my shirt, by the way? That was from the previous month for like the past thing. It's very summery, yeah? Or is it spring? No, I think it's pretty summery. I think we learned a potion in our 3rd year. But I can't seem to recall the name. Do you remember, KC? Doxie be gone, Doxie destroyer, Doxiecide. None of this rings a bell. None of it. Doxiecide? I'm very certain it's Doxiecide. That's right. It's a good thing you remember, KC. I totally did. Fantastic. Since Professor Snape isn't here, I'll award 5 points to Gryffindor in his stead. Thank you, Professor Kettleburn. I'm not sure Professor Snape would have awarded me house points for that, but I appreciate it. So, where are we going to get Doxiecide? Professor Snape might have some. Whatever he's got won't be nearly enough for an entire swarm. You'll need to brew more. And to brew more, you need to see Professor Sprout for the ingredients. I'm sure Professor Sprout will understand our situation. A Doxie infestation is serious business. She'll be happy to see students helping with the school problem. I'll send her now to let her know we'll be visiting. Fantastic idea, Chair. Let's meet at the greenhouses to get ingredients to brew some Doxiecide and get rid of these Doxies. So we're gonna obviously have to wait, but how long? Well, I guess that's not too bad. But even then, I have no energy anyway, so I'm gonna have to wait regardless. Alrighty, well let's see what she has to say about this, shall we? There you two are. We got quite the workload ahead of us. Of course, Professor Sprout. Hi, Casey. Hi, Chair. Hi, Barnaby. What are you doing here? As I said before, we got quite the workload ahead of us. We do, and thank you for agreeing to help us, Professor. If we truly have a Doxie infestation on our hands, Miss Lebowska, then it is truly my job to help the students. Is it Lebowska or Lebowska? Andre and Corey are already in the hospital wing. We have to make sure that no one else ends up there. I've enlisted Mr. Lee's help with the gathering of ingredients. Brilliant! Between the 4 of us, we ought to finish this in no time at all. I wish everything I did took no time at all. Just the other day, I was trying to finish my potion essay, but it took me 9 hours. And then, this task will take 9 hours if you keep on, Mr. Lee. Professor Sprout is right, Barnaby. We should get started right away. We need to save the school, and I don't want to see any more of our friends in the hospital wing. Exactly. It is important that we get the ingredients for Doxiecide and help Andre and Corey. We'll need Hemlock, Tormentil, and Carbane. Professor Snape can turn those into the necessary ingredients. Correct, Miss Lebowska? Or Lebowska? Now, everyone put on your gloves and get to harvesting. I'll harvest you. It looks like we collected enough Hemlock, Tormentil, and Carbane. Or Tormentil. But what was that you said about feeling guilty, Barnaby? Something about the Doxie infestation. Well, say that I knew who might be responsible for the Doxie infestation. And that person was feeling really poorly about the whole situation. Barnaby, if you know who's responsible for the Doxie infestation, then you need to tell us. There's no reason for you to hide it, unless... It was me! I may have accidentally brought a doxie into the castle from the charismatical creatures. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. It was hiding in my pockets, and by the time I realized, it was too late. I'm sorry, I should have been more careful. This is all my fault. It's not your fault. You should have been paying attention. I get what Barnaby is saying, but even if it was an accident, it's still his fault. And you should have been paying attention, but I need those sweet points. It's not your fault, Barnaby. You said yourself that it wasn't on purpose. At least you're not trying to cover your tracks. I did try to catch the doxie, but it was too fast for me. Still, this whole situation is because of something I did. Regardless of how it happened, it is important that we put it to a stop. Now that we got all the ingredients. I'm afraid you don't have all the ingredients, Mr. Casey. I appear to be out of Buntamon ooze. You'll need to go out and collect some if you want to bruise this doxie side. Blimey, where are we going to find this ooze? Bundamans are found everywhere, but I don't know of any on school grounds. When in doubt, try Hagrid's garden. That's right, he had a Bundaman infestation in our 4th year. Maybe they've come back? It wouldn't hurt to lurk. Let's go to Hagrid's garden to find some Bundaman ooze. We'll need some to bruise this doxie side and save the school. Wouldn't it just be fantastic if there was just suddenly this stuff there? Even though it hasn't been here since year 4. Bundamans. Bundymans. I think if we're going to find some Bundymans anywhere, then Hagrid's garden is a good place to start. Yeah. Something wrong, Barnaby? No? Maybe? Yes. Don't worry, Barnaby. We'll find a Bundaman and get some ooze and get rid of those doxies. We'll be able to save the school and help our friends get out of the hospital wing. And then Corey and I can get back to our important project. I have no doubt we'll fix this, Casey. You're here, after all, and you're able to fix anything. But we wouldn't be here if it weren't for me and that doxie that accidentally got in my real pocket. It was an accident. And, as I said before, it wasn't your fault. What matters now is that you're here to help get rid of those doxies. Exactly. But what if... Ah! What is that? Is that what it is? A Bundaman! Quick, everyone! Try to stun it before it gets away! Yeah, well, it kinda looks like a weird creature alien from space. Or a cabbage. A really weird cabbage that's alive. Oh, there it is. Hello. Quick, cast Stupefy. Alright, let's get a good screenshot here. Stupefy! Well, I got part of them. We did it! We caught a Bundaman! Now we just need to extract some ooze. How exactly does one do that? I don't recall learning about it. I know how. My grandma used to make me catch Bundymans in her shed for Doxie's side. Isn't Bundyman ooze acidic? It can rot the structure or building. That's the secret of the ooze, you know. Luckily, I have my dragon hide gloves with me, which will only take me a moment to juice the Bundyman. You just carry dragon hide gloves with you, Barnaby? It's not too strange. I always carry a Lunoscope. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of legs on me. Well, I'll see if I can try to power through it, but I apologize. I don't know why it's doing this. All done. This should be enough Bundyman ooze for a big batch of Doxicide. Fantastic. Thank you, Barnaby. Barnaby and I will check in with Madame Pomfrey about the Doxie bite victims. And I'll head to the potion classrooms right away. It's time to brew the Doxicide and get rid of the Doxies. It's time to finally brew the Doxicide. It's the next day, so I couldn't remember what I was doing, but now I do. And there's Ben. And there's Snape. Professor Snape, I have the Bundyman ooze to make the Doxicide. At least you are not totally incompetent. Hi, Casey. Hi, Ben. What are you doing here? I heard about the Doxy problem from Chia. Thought I would lend a hand. If you are too quite done with your idle chatter, tell me the first step for brewing Doxicide, Mr. Copper. Juicing the Bundyman and adding the ooze to the cauldron. Stir quickly. Correct. Well done, Ben. And after you add the Bundyman ooze, KC, what do you have to do? Add chopped dragon liver, streeler shells, Calbane essence. If I can remember correctly, and this is pretty rare, there were a few ingredients, and one of them was Calbane. You add Calbane essence? Incorrect. I retract my earlier statement about your competency. Sorry, Professor Snape. Mr. Copper. You grind the streeler shells and add them to the cauldron. Correct again, Mr. Copper. While I prefer more competent assistance, you two will do. Let us begin brewing the Doxicide. Man! You see what happened, Snape, was that I just don't care. Brilliant! Now that the Doxicide is complete, we can get rid of the Doxie infestation. Seems like we have enough, too. This batch will be potent enough to neutralize the Doxie Queen, and nothing more. The Doxie Queen? Pardon? Are you truly this ignorant with all professors, or am I the only unlucky one? Don't answer that. I don't care. A Doxie infestation usually means that there's a Queen Doxie somewhere. I see. All this preparation will be useless if you don't properly remove the Doxie Queen. Well, I want to help my friends and save the school, so I'll need to track her down right away. If only I knew where to start. Perhaps this will help. Casey, we need to talk. What's wrong, Chair? Have there been more Doxie by victims? Yes, but that's not why I'm here. Doxies have been spotted in Peeves' room. We need to hurry if we want to catch them. Lead the way, Chair. We can't let anyone get bitten by the Doxies. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find the Doxie Queen too, and Hogwarts can get back to normal. Oh, Peeves! I've disliked Peeves an awful lot, because he's a big prankster. And there were certain parts in earlier years and earlier chapters where it was all, and by the way, spoilers, incoming in 3, 2, 1, and it was all with Peeves and pranking, and it got really, really annoying and insufferable, and I got really bored of it. Anyway, that is basically it for chapter 17. Looks like in the next chapter we're going to be going to Peeves' room, trying to get the Doxie Queen, and I get the feeling we'll probably get rid of this Doxie infestation, and then we can move on to all the important stuff that's been going on. Move forward in Harry Potter, Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.